Hey guys, are you struggling to catch bass in September? In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 amazing baits to remedy that problem. We're also going to tell you how and where to catch the fish. If you think the dog days of summer are dead and gone and the bass are still napping, you're already late. September isn't a transition, it's a trapdoor, and the fish just fell through it. They're up shallow and they're feeding hard. We must have put it right on the top of that one's head. I mean, he bit immediately. As we flip the calendar to September, every Texas bass angler knows the game changes. Yesterday, the fish were glued to the creek ledges. Tomorrow, they'll be herding shad in 2 feet of water. That unpredictability is exactly why September is the sneakiest trophy bass month in the calendar if you know where to look. I like to call this the September Shuffle. Guys, I'm going to be throwing this on a Abu Garcia Vengeance medium heavy action 7-foot fast tip rod. I'm bringing my line in with a Black Max by Abu Garcia. This is my old standby reel. Don't cost a whole lot, but it'll do a whole lot of work. Water depth back here is about 2.5 feet. I'm seeing lots of shad flickering along the top. I'm hearing some bluegills popping along the tops of the grass line up next to the lily pads, and to be honest with you, I'm seeing lots of fish take advantage of that, so I'm going to try to take advantage of them in this situation. Guys, if you've never fished like this in September, don't miss out. Get out there, tie you on a top water, square bill, and a spinnerbait, and have a great time. If you like today's content, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bells so you'll know when we put out a new video. Tell me about a time that you have figured out a pattern for a specific month. What month was it? What pattern was it? What was your biggest fish that month? I try to throw that Zara spook around these same grass lines early in the morning before daylight, right as dawn breaks up until the sun peeks over the horizon. Then that bite kind of turns off and I go to the spinnerbait, depending on water depth, or the crankbait, and I'm capitalizing on them, guys. I hope that September pattern works out for you guys. These fish are committed to eat. A lot of people think this pattern doesn't happen until about October, but these fish are already committing on bait. They're already pushing bait up shallow, herding fish, moving them into the shallows, pushing them up against cover and ambushing them. I'm seeing lots of fish bust the water, lots of shad flickering, hearing lots of splashes. And I'm gonna catch some fish. Boy, I just missed a good one right there, guys. Good Lord, I told you. No, he's there. He's still there. He's still there. I thought I missed him. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? That fish hit right on that lily pad. I told you, man, this bite is on. He ain't a giant, but man, he's fun. They're in here. They're right along this grass line. They're just waiting to ambush shad. If you look right here in front of me right now, I got a little pocket of lily pads. Makes a little cove. That means there's deeper water right here, because those lily pads are pretty consistent about growing in a certain depth of water. So I got a little pocket right here, so those fish will use that little bit deeper water to herd these shad in, and then they'll push them up in here or it's shallower. If you'll fish these edges real good, you're liable to pull one out of here. Bass metabolism is still high, but the first cool fronts start pushing shad into the skinny water, and the big females, well, they'll be soon to follow. There's another one. They are liking that spinnerbait. Your starting point is where you find two of these three things. I like to look for green vegetation. I like to have a little wind on the surface and visible bait balls. The common denominator on any lake this time of year is 3 to 6 feet of water with something to break up that current, like grass, rock, or an old brush pile. During the shuffle, I like to use one of these three baits. I like to use a 3/8 ounce double willow leaf spinnerbait. I like to find wind-blown points, tie on that double willow leaf spinnerbait, burn it just under the surface so the blades flash, and they are loving just this little light wire spinnerbait. The strike isn't a polite tap either. It's a train wreck. Come on, get off that lily pad. Oh, he got me wrapped up, guys. No, I can't really tell. Not holding on there no more. Lost him. Come on. Oh, he is on there. Looky there. He is on there. The spinnerbait don't look too hot though. In clear water, I like to use a translucent skirt with nickel blades. And if I'm fishing stained water, I go with gold blades and a hint of chartreuse. Remember, this time of year, covering water is king. Another one on a lily pad. See if we get as lucky this time. Oh yeah. Got them loose. There we go. Guys, I'll tell you what. This spinnerbait bite is on today. Spinnerbait bite is on. My second lure of choice is a square bill crankbait. Once you graft those pods of bait, swap to a silent square bill that glances off of stumps like a pinball. A 1.5 or 2.5 in a ghost minnow or Texas shad pattern with chartreuse works great in and around timber in 5 to 6 feet of water. Crank it 5 or 6 times, kill it, then snap that rod so the bait whips in another direction. That pause right there, that's when the biggest bass will lose their minds and explode on your bait. My third and favorite lure of choice to fish this time of year, and it can be the most exciting for sure, is a Zara spook. I like to throw a super spook when the shad ball up around the edges of dense grass patches or on the outer edges of lily pad fields. There's one on the old cranker. Zara spook becomes a dog-walking menace to these fish. I like to use bone white or a shad pattern in either a silent or a single knock. I like to cast it into the pockets of the lily pad fields or along the edges of the grass line, and I just like to let it sit for a couple seconds and then dog walk it. The strike looks like your lure exploded, and brother, the fight is on. So let's talk about the weather this time of year. Cool fronts are September's cheat code. You have to fish the day they roll in, not the day after, but when that wind swings to the north, start out of the south on the flats where warm surface water stacks up. One cloudy, breezy afternoon can flip a long 5-fish day into a 30-fish slugfest under these conditions. I want you guys to look at how fat that little belly is. It ain't ever cast, but it has been so far. This time of year, everybody wants to be on the water. Summertime is over and the fishing pressure picks up. So in September, we have to manage that as fishermen. The ramps get busy, so I like to go and launch just before sunrise, and I like to fish what I call the second breakfast window. From about 8:30 to 10:30, that's when this window opens, when the weekenders head in, or wait for the afternoon wind to kick up, a little whitecaps, a little chop on the water. This chop masks your trolling motor sounds, and it also hides your line. If these September patterns are helping you out, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out for the October follow-up. Comment with your biggest bass that you've stuck this month. Let's see who's topping 10 pounds. In conclusion, September isn't a gentle transition as many people think. It's a Texas bass fishing's trap door. You gotta be real careful when you got all these treble hooks on here, because they ain't friendly. But that's what I'm talking about right there. Paying attention to what's going on around you, and you'll catch you a fish. Target windy points with those spinner baits. Don't forget to crash those square bills through the stump fields. And there's lots of fish up here. There's another one right there. This little better one here, it feels like. I've got him foul hook one. Ain't the same one because he ain't near as big. I got a set of them fish grippers in case I get one that looks. And work at top water over suspended grass mats or around the cover edges of lily pad fields. Be sure you match the wind, the bait, and the green stuff, and you'll land those fish everyone else swore were still out deep asleep. Keep those hooks sharp, those lines tight, and I'll see you on the water. Thank you guys for watching.